Oh yeah, Black Sun in the hizzle, all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. Oh yeah. So I want to start off by showing you guys this right here. Let's see. Let's see if y'all can see that. No, y'all can't see that. Oh shit. Trying to get a focus in. Let's see if I can show that. Blow it up. Oh shit, hold on. Man. This camera, come on, focus in. Focus in on what is being said. Damn. All right, I'm gonna have to do a screenshot and show you guys. I got this on my phone today. It says they are bribing people for votes. It says, hi, it's Sam with Turnout to Vote. Turnout to Vote, we're hiring paid voting ambassadors to make sure everyone knows how important it is to vote for Kamala Harris this fall. It's fully remote and you can earn up to $200 if you apply today. Interested? And so, yeah, this is the dirty tricks that they're playing. I'm going to make this a thumbnail. I'm definitely going to make this a thumbnail because you cannot see it on my phone. I don't know if I can send it to my email. Hold on. Send it to my email. And then, as y'all know, down here in Georgia, we had a storm, and the FEMA is dragging their feet. And by dragging their feet, that delays the process of people going to vote. The sooner we get people back in their houses, the sooner they can go vote. And they hit a county here in Georgia, predominantly Republican. And yeah, you know what Hillary Clinton says, always take advantage of a good disaster. And so let's see. Let me download this. Send it. Hold on. Send it to my email. Boom. Boom. And yeah, there we go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna make this a thumbnail. Better yet, I'm gonna do this live on the show. Fuck the thumbnail. I'm gonna do it right in here, right now. So let me pull this up. The email. Boom, 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 boom. The email. The email. Let's see. Gmail. Gmail. Boom. We're gonna pull this thing up right now. Okay, so we'll go to, let's see, inbox. Don't switch. Just send me the goddamn thing. Let's see. We want to go to the arena. That's where we sent it. And boom, here we go, right here. Okay. I can do a share screen with y'all now. Good deal. Okay, so here's a present share screen. Let's see. I believe this is it. Inbox. Yep. Share. Boom. Okay. So here it is. Let me blow it up. Let me see if I can blow this up. Hold on. Let me see if I can blow this thing up here. Oh shit. Did nothing want to trip. Download. Okay, I'll just open this file and see if I can. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Now let's see if I can blow it up. Let's see. 75. Okay, let's go 50%. Let's see if we can pull this. Okay, let's go 75%. Boom. There we go. Let's see if we can go 100%. Boom. Okay. Oh, you gotta love technology. Oh, it's not showing it. Oh gosh. Hold on. It's not showing it. Hold on, y'all. Hmm. How can I blow this thing up here? See, boom. Nope, 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 nope. That's not blowing it up. Yeah. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna download. I already downloaded it. I've already downloaded it. So let me see if I can pull it up again because I don't know how to share the file. Let's see. Present slide. Let's try slide. Your computer. Upload a file. What's going on, Andrew? What's going on? Let's see here. Download. Andrew, where you from again? I forgot where you from, brother. Where are you from originally? I'm gonna alleviate the problem you're having with Big Al. I guarantee I can alleviate it, but you gotta Milwaukee. Okay, okay. Trvatsky, what is that? Polish, Russian? What's your Eastern European? What part your lineage come from? What is your lineage, my brother? So I can get an understanding. Because I sense like some sense of humor, but sense of humor here is quite different in the U.S. Even though you've been here a while, there's still a cultural divide amongst blacks and whites when it comes to like humor. And so Big Al, being that he's old school, and I think German. Okay, okay, so yeah, okay, so right, so you guys have a different background. Even though you're American, we all Americans have a different background when it comes to humor. And I'm detecting that you're trying to humor Big Al, and he's not falling for the humor. That's what I'm detecting. So to alleviate that, I will explain some things to you when learning about. Like I said, that's I think that's the only difference between white people and black people is that we have different backgrounds when dealing with humor. Most Europeans, because you guys come from majority, you said Czech. No, I was born here. I know you're born here. I am out of the box. Same side, different wavelength. Okay, so yeah, I'm talking about wavelength. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm talking about wavelength. Like, um, have you ever heard of comedy boot camp? See, even though you're born here, I don't think you've heard of comedy boot camp because comedy boot camp is no, I was born here. I'm out of the box, same side, different wavelength. So if you say same side, then that means you know about comedy boot camp. Let me know if you know about comedy boot camp. Because I'm assuming, because I know a lot of white people get offended when it's weird. Like it's when it comes to cultural comedy, cultural. There's a big difference, and it's like I understand it, but a lot of people like Big Al, he's not going to understand it. And I understand growing up and going through comedy boot camp myself and watching. I don't know if you ever heard of Gary Owens. He's a white guy, right? He's been through comedy boot camp. No, Big Al is a tax prepper, so he's not capable of humor. No, no, no. He has humor. It's just different. It's just different. And I think that um, when you say now, notice when you said different wavelengths. So same side, meaning we all come from America, but when you say he has no humor. It's just that maybe what you're saying to him is not funny. And that's why we have comedy boot camp. So let me answer my question. Do you know what comedy boot camp is? He said, I think you already said no. Besides, he has several lasting effects from being a Democrat for that long. No, no, no. It had nothing to do with Democrat. I can assure you that. Okay. Okay. So comedy boot camp is um when people go through the hood, and this includes white people too. You might be on a school bus full of black people, and if you tell a joke and it's not funny, they beat your ass. That's comedy boot camp. And so um white people don't have to go through that. It's like white people make a joke, ha ha ha, and then y'all will ha ha ha, and then other people will ha ha, like fake ha ha, and y'all. It's customary that you guys laugh no matter how funny, and then if a person don't laugh, then that person ain't got a sense of humor. Again, I come from this school, and I'm pretty sure he comes from the school of if you make a joke and a ha ha ha, and we don't laugh, we beat your ass. Like you get beat down. So that's how I know you don't know about comedy boot camp. Now, there are white people who have gone through comedy boot camp and will tell you that yeah, it's rough. It's really rough. And so you're from Milwaukee, so you probably never heard of the Chitlin Circuit. That it's an old Southern. We have the Chitlin Circuit. We had the Jew joint that comes from that culture. Meaning, I don't know if you ever heard of Showtime at the Apollo is a good example. Let's see, I grew up integrated. No, 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 but no, 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 no. It's not the same. If you didn't grow up around black people and they were telling jokes and you told the jokes and it wasn't funny and they jumped on you and beat your ass, that's not, then you don't know what I'm talking about. Because you can be integrated and it doesn't matter. Boot camp is like the hardcore black people. And like I said, if you tell a joke, y'all sit around and tell jokes, and if your joke is not funny, they beat up on you. So that's comedy boot camp. So I grew up integrated, so I've been ribbing with that best R&B jacking, slapping, and the quickness pimp. Yeah, but you didn't go through comedy boot camp. Again, there's different variations of cultures around the country. Comedy boot camp is specifically for people who have been in the hood, who've been around roughneck niggas. And again, you tell the joke and it's not funny, they beat your ass. So that's foreign to you because by you simply saying that, oh man, he has no sense of humor, there's no such thing as no sense of humor in boot camp. It's like, you better make us laugh. And if you don't, we're going to beat your ass. That's I know that's foreign to you, but again, that is something that's in the hood, and it still exists in the hood. It exists. It exists in the jails, of course. It exists definitely in the prisons. Well, not in so much in the prisons because they don't fight; they shank people. But in the jails, it exists. But yeah, the jails, the in the hood. You know, let's see, black rednecks. Okay, so black rednecks. No, 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 not black rednecks. No, 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 not black rednecks. Black rednecks are a little bit more caring and they're a little bit more understanding. These are like just straight up like I can't explain it. Like in the hood, and if you're not funny, they beat you up. And again, I don't think there are very few. You can tell white people that have gone through comedy boot camp. Like I said, if you look up Gary Owens went through comedy boot camp. I'm trying to think of some other white comedians that went through comedy boot camp. Like you can tell the ones that went through comedy boot camp. A lot of them don't talk about it, but you can tell. And I mean, what I'm saying, if you got a white guy that goes amongst like the black circuit, like you had your comic view back in the day. A lot of times, if you have a white person, mainly a white guy, going around the black comedy circuit, they've been through the comedy boot camp more than likely. Um, Let me just say that there's black comedians who haven't been through the comedy boot camp, like your Steve Harvey. He hasn't gone through it. Your D.L. Hughley hasn't gone through it. Your um, there's certain ones I can tell who hasn't gone through the comedy boot camp, man. That just kind of winged it, and that like most of these people who are trying to vote for Kamala Harris. Oh, Kamala Harris is black. They haven't been through it. But again, like I said, Eddie Griffin. He's been through comedy boot camp, obviously. And you see where he stands. Like going through comedy boot camp, you're not going to give a damn. Like Eddie Griffin, let me pull up a video that Eddie Griffin said. Eddie Griffin is pro-Trump. Let me see another. Oh, Whoopi Goldberg has not been through comedy boot camp. So there's a lot of black people. So when you say you're integrated, there's a lot of black people who have not been through comedy boot camp. So yeah, I did 15 straight in Illinois. Okay, so did you? Okay, so that's why I said you got jail where they do comedy boot camp, and then you got prison. Most of the prisons they don't fight. When you get to prison, it's not they stab you. It's about being people. They don't. A lot of those old timers, a lot of those lifers, and a lot of those people in the pen are not going to fight you. They're going to stab you. At least to the ones that I know about in California, California, Arizona. Hey, what's going on, Kelly? What's going on? Let me put a thing down for Kelly. Let me invite Kelly up here for if you feel like coming, Kelly. I was just chit chatting with Kelly. This is why. Dang, I can't even pull it up. I was trying to pull up this thing. I got a text and Kamala Harris is trying to bribe people to come vote. Why do you care? Oh, okay, okay. Kelly's gonna come up. Okay, so let's see. Do how much do? Okay, so I guess okay, Andrew. I guess what you're saying is that the pen you went to, they were fighting. Okay. Point being is that you did not go through comedy boot camp. Anybody who goes through comedy boot camp will not say that a person doesn't have a sense of humor. There's no such thing. Again, that would never come out of your mouth. I think we're missing each other here. I think we're missing each other, Andrew. I think you're having a hard time understanding what I'm saying. There's no such thing as like, if you make a joke and a person doesn't laugh at your joke, then you don't know what comedy boot camp is. You make a joke and the person don't laugh, they're going to beat your ass. That's comedy boot camp. I don't know. Don't know how. I don't know how to explain it to you. That's the best I can explain it. So don't be offended that if a person don't laugh at your joke, there, there's there's two types of joke tellers. There's corny joke tellers and those that go through boot camp. And the corny joke tellers, they'll tell a joke and nobody laughs. Like, no, you ain't got no sense of humor. That's corny. If you go through comedy boot camp, then you will look at that as corny. The reason I say that, Andrew, is because I've been through comedy boot camp. So, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, surprise. I'm black. So Kamala Harris and her friend from ABC will be subpoenaed to Congress to answer the nation for her cheating on the presidential debate. Oh, you got to send me a link to that, surprise. You got to send me a link to that. You got to send me a link to that because that's good. That's news sounds so good. It sounds so good. I have to have documentation of that because it sounds too good. It sounds so damn good. I gotta have documentation. I gotta have documentation. So please, brother, surprise me. Hey y'all, check this out. This is what he said. So Kamala Harris and her friend are from ABC will be subpoenaed to Congress to answer for the nation for her cheating on the presidential debate. And I've heard that, but I need some documentation. I need some documentation, man, because sometimes the news be so good, you be like, I gotta get a reference to that. I got to get a reference to that because, I be hearing some good stuff. That sounds like some really good news right there. So, yeah, let's see. It's real. Can I get a documentation? Is all I'm saying. Can I get a documentation? I just want a documentation. I'm not saying it's real or fake. I'm just saying, can I get a documentation on that, please? Please. Andrew, he said, I bet you had 200 silly, never had a fight with one. And we joked. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's not comedy boot camp. Oh, y'all were okay, you guys are capping on each other. So your mama, y'all probably doing your mama jokes in there. But again, boot camp, you tell a joke, and if it's not funny, then you gotta box them. That's comedy boot camp. So I don't know what to tell you, Andrew. So just say you ain't never, Joe, you never heard of comedy boot camp. Just say you never heard of it. Andrew, what the hell's so hard about that? Just say you never heard of it. It's foreign to you. It's like you have no clue what I'm saying when I say comedy boot camp. And it's like you can't even fathom it. So don't argue it. Just you've never experienced it, man. Cut that shit out, Andrew. You're letting your white side come out, man. Like humble yourself, bro. Just humble yourself. That's another thing you gotta learn how to do around black people. Just learn how to humble yourself. If it's something that you don't know, just humble yourself. Well, I never heard of it. Can't be real. That's kind of like arrogance, bro. That's white privilege, white entitlement. Cut that shit out, Andrew. Come on now. I understand your term. I'm not arguing. Understand? It's not my term. It's not my term. It's actual. It's actually real. Again, go if you're familiar with Gary Owens. He's a well-known comedian. Gary Owens on YouTube. Just ask him. Did you go to comedy boot camp and explain comedy boot camp? This is a white guy. That's why I always tell white people, go to Gary Owens, because a lot of white people be like, that I can't believe something like that. Oh my gosh, it can't be real. Like Gary Owens. Gary Owens is a certified Caucasian brother that has went through comedy boot camp. I'm starting to think that he's the only white guy in America that's went through comedy boot camp. Well, him and it's some more, but I can't remember their names. But Gary Owens is the only mainstream comedian that I know that went through comedy boot camp. Cat Williams went through comedy boot camp. Why you think he had his front teeth missing? Who else? Cat Williams went through it. I want to say Dave Chappelle went through it, but yeah, you got your comedians that went through it. So again, I don't know what to tell you, brother. Gary Owens, when he has a live, ask him. He will tell you. He will tell you. So do one more degree and you're into Karen territory. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Huh? One more degree and you're into Karen territory. No, I'm just trying to explain something to you, bro. I'm not trying to, bro. I think we just missing each other. That's all. We're just having just different understanding. That's all. What's going on? What's going on, Kelly?
Hey, what's up, Blackson?
I'm just trying to explain to Andrew about comedy boot camp, and he's not getting it. I don't know what to tell him. You've heard of Gary Owens, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So Gary Owens is one of the very few white guys that's kind of, well, not famous, that has went through comedy boot camp. I think he's the only white guy I know that's went through comedy boot camp.
What the
Comedy
hell
boot
is comedy? Yeah. What's that?
comedy boot camp is you sit around a bunch of black dudes from the hood, and if you tell a joke and if it ain't funny, they beat your ass.
Yeah, well, I've clearly never had that happen where I've got my ass whooped.
I
But
know. I know, and I'm trying to explain that to Andrew, and it's like going over his head. I'm telling him it's okay. A lot of people have not heard of that. A lot of people haven't heard of comedy boot camp, just like a lot of people haven't heard of the Chitlin circuit. A lot of people haven't heard about the Jew joints. These are old systems that black people have been functioning on, and comedy boot camp is one of them. It's you tell a joke, if it's not funny, we beat your ass.
oh my god. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I know it sounds crazy. I know, but you had to be funny. You weren't
you
gonna
know,
tell no corny joke, but no, you ain't got no sense of, and won't gonna be none of that. That's why I said I was trying to explain to Andrew, black people don't do that. Like tell a joke, oh, you ain't got no sense of humor. Where I come from, you go through comedy boot camp. So if you tell a joke and it ain't funny, you almost kind of tense up. You know what I'm saying? But you going that's all I was trying to tell him, but he's not understanding. But I told him it's not even about a black and white thing. A lot of black people don't know about the comedy boot camp. But the hoods I come from, if you told a joke and the shit was not funny, they beat your ass.
well, I will say that in my experience in the 90s, 2000, early 2000s,
Mm-hmm.
and still my close friends, but people weren't as sensitive as they are now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you could pretty much say whatever within reason and nobody was gonna get butthurt. Like, how dare you say that in cultural appropriate? You know, like we just
Oh
did.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but you're talking about a whole that's a whole another spectrum of the end because
I never seen people get their ass whipped for telling a bad joke. Now you might get joked on for telling a bad joke, but I've never seen anybody get whooped for that.
we're not to, they'll it's kind of like a hazing.
Okay, okay.
So it's kind of like a hazing. Like you either tell a good joke or we're gonna haze you. So I guess I should have said hazing. Okay, so it's a yeah. That's what I mean by comedy boot camp. Okay, they haze you. They haze you with fists. So I guess that does that make more sense?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a hazing process. I guess I should have, yeah, because I guess when people say ass whip, it's more of a serious thing, but they haze you. So it's in all good fun, but you're gonna be reluctant to tell a dang joke if it ain't funny, because then they're gonna, they're gonna haze you. So yeah. So I guess my choice of words, I guess ass whip shouldn't have been I guess hazing, yeah. You get hazed. Yeah. It's a hazing process. Comedy
so
boot camp, yeah. So yeah.
so hit me to this thing with Kamala bribing people. What's with that?
Oh shoot, let me pull it up on my phone because I wanted to show you better than I can tell you. Damn. Hold on. Let me pull. Oh shoot, hold on. Let me pull it up.
Because I've
In
heard
fact,
this more
yeah, let me.
than once.
In fact, let me just send it to you because I'm gonna send it to you. Can you blow it up when I send it to you?
I don't. I'm on my phone.
I'm gonna send it to your phone.
I don't think I can. I don't really know how to operate StreamYard
Well,
that well for my phone.
okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna send it to you, and then I'm gonna just let you look at it because I can't blow it up on my. Hold on. Damn it. Shit. I can't even pull my damn thing up now. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Damn. Let me see if I can pull it up on my computer, man. This shit is frustrating me.
So,
Gmail.
while you do that, let me
Yeah.
do this quick. So recently, I've had about four different people come to my door.
Okay.
And in every incident, they'll say that they are, they're not affiliated,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. But when it gets down to brass tacks, they are affiliated. They
Exactly.
do work for Democrats. It's not Republicans out here canvassing.
Right.
And I just love the response to tell these people we're voting Trump.
Right.
You know? and it's
Can you
just
see that? Damn.
I can't really see it, but
Oh shit.
if you can read it, I mean, it's there. Let me see.
Okay, so it says I got they're bribing for votes. It says, "Hi, it's Sam with Turnout the Vote. We're hiring paid voting ambassadors to make sure everyone knows how important it is to vote for Kamala Harris this fall. It's fully remote and you can earn up to 200 if you apply today. Interested, stop to quit."
I got it. I could blow it up on my phone so I could see it. But
Okay, good deal, good deal.
well, my first question is, what is a voting ambassador? And I would actually ask these questions. I don't know who this is. It's probably some, random account, but what's a voting ambassador?
I'm guessing it's a person who knock on doors. They're just using that word
Oh yeah,
ambassador, but
they're
yeah,
paying 30
they're
they are paying $35 an hour to canvas here.
okay. So it's the same.
So
Okay,
it
so
makes sense. $200 a day, probable.
mm,
Not shocking to me. You know what I
right,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
So, I mean, I know it's like, wow, but that's the difference in parties, right? Um,
right, yeah, yeah. Good point.
the Democrats will pay where the Republicans won't. And that's been one of my hangups with them. Like, come on, we have to match energy to a certain extent. Like Trump was just here. You know that, right?
Right.
He was just in Milwaukee
Yep.
Tuesday last night.
You,
I signed
did
up
you
to
go?
go. No,
Oh,
you had to sign up to go. I did. And actually they were looking for volunteers at first. I signed up and they're like, "We'll let you know." And then they sent me back a thing saying the plans have changed. It won't be no, they said the perimeters have changed.
okay.
So basically, thanks, but no thanks. And then a little bit later on, they said it's going to be a press only event, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, that was weird.
Oh,
But
that's well. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's no, 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 no. That sounds like some inside sabotage, Kelly.
well,
Because
I
Trump
wouldn't
ain't
know.
gonna turn around no people at an
Yeah.
event.
Yeah. It was really odd because I was already signed up on the website for the area, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So when they reached out to me, like, hey, we need 50 volunteers. Will you be willing to come? And I'm not going to say no.
right.
And then all of a sudden later that evening, it was the perimeters have changed. And then the next day, it was sorry, it's going to be press only.
No, 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 no. That sounds like some sabotage, man. That's some sabotage going on.
So I was a little
Oh,
frustrated.
right.
1 second.
What's going on, Redeemer? What's going on? What's going on? They're like
Um,
attach gives
but I
you
did notice that there was two women and their two young daughters there, and they were promoting school of choice and how they appreciate it, right?
right.
And I mean that was good, but you
Yeah, I
could
saw that. Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
you could tell that there wasn't really any people there. It was just press. And
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So you
yeah,
might think it might have been a security thing or something?
right. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
That
Even though okay,
security,
I get it. Okay.
Secret Service, whatever, decided that because the building is significantly big, the Discovery where they had it at, it's like the Science and Industry Museum.
Right?
So something made them decide that it wasn't a good idea. But
Okay.
for me, that's bothersome because we need Trump to be here. I've always talked about Chicago and Milwaukee needing
That's
a
right.
rally or something of sorts. And to have that happen, it was just kind of a bummer. Like, man. And he's going to these small towns in Wisconsin, which is great because
Right.
typically northern country, they get the votes.
Right.
But
Exactly. They're
it's
usually more
important.
conservative too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's important to represent here. And just a few nights ago, we went to like a neighborhood. It was supposed to be like an informative, Q&A with the people in the neighborhood to find out and learn about Project 2025 or any questions they had about it,
Right.
to debunk it because that's what you hear on the radio all day here.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt you, Kelly. Did you hear that CNN debunked Project 2025 last
No,
night?
I didn't. I didn't.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because everybody is talking about the whole uh debate between Vance and Walls, right? And Tim
How
Wall.
cute. Wasn't that just cute and special and friendly?
You think that's convenient, huh? You think they just did it for rating? Yeah, they debunked it. They're like, yeah, Project 2025 had nothing to do with Trump, and it was CNN. And I was like, what? I was
Wow.
shocked.
I'll have to
Huh?
look that up. I have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah. I'm at. You know what? Let me look it up for you because that shocked the shit out of me.
Well, I was kind of mad at Vance last night because I'm like, there's two opportunities that he could have cleaned up where Trump went left in his debate
Uh
with
huh.
the border bill, right? He could have killed that right there. Like, look, that border bill was 200 plus pages. It still let 5,000 people in a day, yada yada yada, right?
Uh huh.
But I guess he didn't feel like it was important enough. I'm just saying my little critique.
Okay.
And the second one was Project 2025 did come up and
Right.
on a national, platform, great opportunity to debunk it again, even though Trump does it all the time. But how many Democrats do you know that watch a Trump rally? Probably
Right.
not many.
Right.
But other than that, I thought that was, probably the most civil and endearing debate I've watched in a long time.
So okay. So then I got to ask you, on a scale of 1 through 10, what do you give Tim? I'm about to say Tim Walls. What did you give JD out of that debate?
I think JD did very relatively well. I'd give him a 7.
A
I'd
7. Okay.
I'd give him a 7.
Now let me ask you. You did see it was 3-on-1 again, right? That same bullshit. Did you
I
see
mean,
that, or what did you think about that?
I think they were more fair than the first two, clearly. Um,
So they
but
weren't as bad as
they
ABC, but
weren't
they
as
were bad.
bad. Right.
Okay.
They weren't as
Okay.
bad. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. But there was still a 3-on-1. Like what was interesting, did you see where JD said, like I thought we agreed that nobody was going to be that chick. Did you hear him say that?
Yes, I did hear him say that. Yes, yes.
So my thing is, and I think that's what threw Trump off. If you make an agreement with somebody and then they turn around in the middle of the debate and go against the agreement, it's going to throw you off. But I think it threw Trump off, but it didn't throw off Vance. Like Vance really, like he crucified Tim Walz. Well, do
Well,
you think? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you? Okay, well, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, go for it.
Do you think JD Vance spanked him, or you think Tim Walz spanked himself?
Yeah. Tim Walls is a bad liar. I'll say that. Body
Right?
language is everything.
Man, he stumbled so bad. Oh my God, it was awful.
Yeah, yeah. And there would could have been some shots, good ones that Vance could have took. But I think he quote unquote took the high road, right? Um
Okay.
because it, it was something towards the end that Walsh was asked about, and he just stumbled all over. Like, dude, you're outright lying. It's evident, you
Right.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you mean when he lied about China? Like they asked him, well, weren't you in Tiananmen Square? And he was like, oh, well,
Yep, yep.
yeah,
And that
yeah, that's
one, and there
terrible.
was another one. There was another one when he was lying too, and I'm like, you're a horrible liar. He just
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
period,
he
you know?
is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why, yeah, when he lied about 2025, I was just like, hell, he was stumbling so bad. To me, it's just my opinion. It didn't even matter because he was, I mean, it was awful, man. It was like, yo, he's a bad liar. So when he finally said, oh, well, Trump is down with 2025 and the abortion, it was just like, yo, his credibility was shot. It was shot before he even spewed that out. That's
Yeah.
in my opinion. Huh?
No, I don't disagree, you know? I try to be as even keeled as possible watching these debates, you know?
Right.
I don't want to be biased and
No, no,
but
I agree. No,
yeah.
and I said this. I said this. I said, do not. This is before the debate. I said this in the truck like weeks ago. I said, do not. What they're going to do is they're going to say, oh, because they did it to Trump. Vance is this excellent debater, and they had this high expectation for Vance and low expectation for Tim. That can sometimes work against you, and that's what happened to Trump. They underestimated Kamala Harris, and she's actually a snake. And then so, you know what I'm saying, the expectation was real low for her. And as long as she made it through, then they were like, oh yeah, well, you know, she won the debate. Now, Tim Walz, on the other hand, I think is well, he's just not a good liar. He's just not a good liar. So what's up, yes I? And because he's not a good liar, that messed him up. But I don't know. I don't know how not to be a good liar. So I don't know how he could have done better because he was getting nervous. He was sweating. He was kept looking. He was just doing. He was doing too much.
I mean,
Right.
it's easy to attack Trump. That's what they're best at, right?
Right. Right. But
Y-
that's not a policy. I keep telling you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's and if we're counting, like, remember at first I was like, wow, that when Trump and Harris debated, I was like, oh my God, like that was horrible.
Right.
Then the more I watched it, I'm like, wait a minute, I can't base it off being horrible if all you're doing is lying back to back to back.
Right.
But, but the perspective I try to put myself in is the average person who doesn't know anything. So that's why I get frustrated behind it because I'm like, they have to approach this like they're selling their self to the world,
I
and
agree.
people are not aware of what's happening.
You know, and I agree with you 75%. But what I had to learn how to do is stop underestimating other people. Stop thinking that they don't know. I think a lot of people know, and it showed because at the end of the day, because you know, me and you, we can look at the debate, we be like pro Trump, and then the Trump haters, they are pro Kamala Harris, but the ones that were on the fence. Now, I don't know if I asked you this, Kelly. Fox, they played this thing where they had a graph. They had three graphs. One was red, one was yellow, and one was blue. Did you ever see that graph?
Nope.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to pull that up. But the graph showed that the people who were independent went with Trump. And
Well,
so,
I don't think last night really mattered anyway. I think collectively people already know who they're voting for.
okay, so then why does Kamala still want to debate Trump then?
I have no idea because I think at this point in the
It's
game,
too late, right? And that's what Trump said.
most people know, you know,
Yeah.
and the undecided are gonna have to figure it out or not. Like on my ballot here, there's like 8 people running for president. RFK Jr. is still on the ballot.
Yeah, RK said not vote
Yeah,
for him. They still because they sued to get him off the ballot, and then
and
when Trump endorsed him, then they sued to get him back on. I said, boy, they some dirty,
well,
dirty.
North Carolina alone pulled off over 700,000 people off the voter rolls that aren't eligible. One state found over 700,000 people that weren't eligible to vote. So imagine if they collectively did that in every single state.
Right. But see, that's why, well, each individual state, they have to purge, they have to, or they called it purge or clean they voter rolls. Georgia did that and Pennsylvania did that. I can't speak for any other state, but then that's why Georgia, they got in, and Arizona did it. I'm sorry, Arizona. So
Oh,
Arizona did it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, I'm listening. I didn't know that Arizona did it too.
Yeah, that's why they, if you pull it up, look it up, Kelly, Kamala Harris pulled out of Arizona. They pulled out. Originally, Joe Biden pulled out of Georgia, but then I guess they figured they need to go back in Georgia because their path of it ain't looking too good. They're
Right.
saying she's not looking good in Michigan. Even the
I don't.
governor said, huh?
If you go look, I go through Facebook and argue, not argue, but I am constantly putting comments on these Kamala quote unquote reels slash ads, right?
Yeah.
But when you go and look at that comment section, 75% to 80% of the people say, sorry, I'm voting Trump.
Oh yeah.
So how are all these pro Democrat, pro Kamala ads on Facebook? And the majority of them are voting Trump. Now, Instagram will show you something different if you're looking at like a TMZ or a New York Post. It's interesting if you go and look at the differences.
Hmm.
I think Facebook might be an older generation platform, while
Okay.
Instagram might represent more of the younger crew, right?
Right.
So it's a little bit of a different, I guess perspective, whatever you'd want to call it. But
Okay.
I pay attention to that. I mean, there's still people that are like, F you, I'm voting Trump, but then it's just interesting to look at the comments.
Right. Well, Kelly, I think that what I'm concerned about, you know what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about, and they mentioned it in the debate last night. They said the people of Springfield, the Haitians, that they get some type of immunity when they or get some type of something. And I'm like, damn, well, does that mean they can vote too? They never asked that question.
And I'm concerned about that too because I've said it on this show before. I said it on my own show. When we went here at the Latino place for my son to get a copy of his driver's license, the
Yeah,
whole place was full of Latinos that didn't speak English. But
right,
why are the voter registration people at the DMV?
right. Yeah, that's concerning. That's concerning. So, who do you talk to the city council about that? Like, who do you contact about that? Like voter fraud? Like, who do you contact?
I
Because
don't
like
know. I didn't,
that's
this was a couple few years ago. And I just really, you know, it was odd then, right? I'm like, I've never seen voter registration people at a DMV, but I just didn't put
right,
a whole lot into it, but, thinking back now, as in the last 6 months, I'm like, what the hell was, like, it seems a little bit awkward, right?
right. Okay, so yeah, Texas also, yeah, that's right. I forgot about Texas removed nearly 1 million people off their voter rolls. So okay, so that's Texas,
It's good to
Arizona.
hear.
Uh,
That's good to hear.
yeah, that is good to hear because I'm sure you got a lot of migrants in Arizona and Texas. You know what I'm saying? Well, hell, we got a lot of migrants here in Georgia. So again, that is a concern. So I guess what we need to do, we need to find out like what measures are they taking against the illegal migrants in these other states. So again, here in Georgia, our ID, like if you get an ID and a person who's not born here get an ID, there's like two distinct numbers that are different from people who are like, so there's like I guess there's like two even numbers or two odd numbers or something like that. And then there's an extra number on their ID that you don't have as an American citizen.
Got
So
it.
when they scan it, they'll know automatically that's just here in Georgia though. I don't know how it is in other states. I don't know how it is. And that's why I want to learn what anti-cheating measures are they doing? Because when you come down to it, it's the migrants. That's what people are concerned about. Because people, so we got we're gonna match. We're gonna do hand count here in Georgia. We're gonna do it. The Democrats are trying to fight it, but it's they're gonna lose. So we're gonna hand count it because I mean, hell, the election's right around the thing, and you know when you take stuff to court, it takes a minute. You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask you quick, because I got to get going, but I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think what's going on in North Carolina, Tennessee, I think parts of Georgia, but I know there's devastation. Do you think that that's going to play a role?
I do. I do. And
Because
that's why I'm concerned about it, right? And that's
I'm
why,
disgusted, quite
huh?
frankly. I'm disgusted, quite frankly.
Right. And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but it's weird how this damn hurricane happened right now, and you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And people are talking about how they got weather control and harp control and all that, and I'll be like, yo, I wouldn't put it past them. So yeah, but that's a lot of people who are don't who got to get their lives together. You know what I'm saying? Power's out, so the last thing they're concerned about is voting. So yeah, I am concerned about that, Kelly,
Yeah.
because Georgia, all those states you mentioned are very crucial. They're very crucial, and so that's why I was trying to. I even pulled up a map, Kelly. I even pulled up a map, man. I ain't gonna lie. I pulled up a map and tried to figure out if damn Trump can even win without those states, even Georgia. I even considered it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'm saying, no, I'm coming from a perspective of how are the people going to feel
Right,
about the fact of how FEMA, the federal government, is handling this situation. Because, in my opinion, they're not doing enough. It's
right,
like a Katrina 2.0.
right,
And then again, Trump will have to come in, do what he has to do because I feel like he has to, quote unquote, save the day regardless, and gets no credit for it. But whatever, as long as the people get help, I'm good with it. But
mhm,
who's going to be the people are the ones that are taking the grunt of it. So we can send trillions across the water, but we
right,
can't make sure that Americans have water, um, food, they don't have necessities.
right.
That's what my like perspective is. Like, do you think that at this point in the game, Americans will look at that and be like, well, what are Biden Harris doing about the people in these states that aren't getting any help?
Well, Biden was talking about wait on FEMA, but and I got people who I know personally that was affected down in Valdosta, and they were saying that now Trump put up his own money, and Trump paid like a lot of these private people who have private helicopters to send like supplies, food, and gas and all that, but FEMA, man, them people are sitting on their damn hands, man. So they I don't know, but it's like they purposely stalling because, like I said, if you stall, that's less people that'll go to the polls because you're trying to get your life in order. You trying to, what I'm saying, get your
Well,
electricity back on.
yeah, and if they can send 700 troops to Kuwait
Right.
yesterday, why can't they send troops in here to these areas? Why not?
Right. Yeah.
We have to have the technology, be it drones, helicopters, whatever they got to use to
Right.
get in there and help them people. But apparently not. I
Well, what
mean,
you're saying is Kelly is common sense, and that's why we need common sense leadership. If you have a leader that's not about common sense, that being Kamala Harris or Biden, then they're going to do shit backwards like they've been doing. And that's why Trump is important because he do have common sense. And it seemed like the ones who don't have common sense are the ones who want to attack him, the ones who want to shoot at him, the ones who want to try to lock him up, all that dumb shit.
well, and then they ground people. They ground helicopters and airplanes. Can't go in. Can't help. I know a
Right,
couple people that have driven to certain locations that they can get in and help. I think my son was telling me that Logan Paul shipped a bunch of his water in. And I know there was a few like team owners that pledged 1 million, 2 million, you know,
Mhm.
and it's just sad that the reality is, again, we can send all this money overseas,
Right.
but we can't help Americans. That just doesn't
Exactly.
make sense. And it wouldn't happen under Trump's watch. So people need to think about that. Although I'm told that it's a lot of Democratic TikTokers that are making foul statements like, well, F them, they're red states, they're voting for Trump. We don't care what happens to them. And that just shows the mentality of them, because people like us would never say no shit like that.
Right.
Blue, red, none of that matters when your fellow American is in dire need. Just saying.
Okay. So I want to thank Surprise. I got your thing. Surprise. It took me a minute. It just came through. So yeah, they're saying that they're gonna subpoena the last people. Remember that ABC, the girl that worked there, Davis.
Yep.
They're gonna subpoena her before Congress about because she made a statement and said she purposely fact checked Trump and didn't fact check Kamala Harris. So they're going to
Well, that'll
question her.
probably cost her her job.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
But I gotta get going, Black Sun. I appreciate you letting me up here.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. Good deal.
Okay. Have a good night.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, y'all. So let's see. Let me stop sharing the screen. Okay. Let me take this. Okay. So let me pull this up because he just sent this to me on the email. So let me pull it up. Let me see. Hold on. My news. It just came in. Yeah, my computer must be just slow today, but it just came. So let me pull this up for y'all. Boom. Okay, so it says here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. ABC News. This is by ABC News. Let me do a share screen with y'all so y'all can see it too. We can read this together. So, bombshell allegations, affidavit signed day before debate claims Kamala Harris given questions in advance. Trump targeted for fact checking. Okay, so um, let's see what it says here. It says, let me see if I can blow that up for y'all. I know it's kind of small. I do apologize for the. Let me see if I can blow this up. Okay, so here's what it says. An alleged whistleblower notarized just before the recent debate claims. Okay, so let's see. They don't have the person's name, but they're supposed to be. There's supposed to be a person that has signed an affidavit. So yeah, if they're signed an affidavit, so that's significant. A Republican area in Trump stronghold. Yeah, yeah. That you know what that was a that does concern me because of all those areas that were hit are predominantly Republican areas, and so this might be their uh, this might be a strategy, man. That storm happened. It sounds crazy, but that storm happening right before the debate. I mean, no, right a month right before we're voting. That's why I was telling people vote now, man. Damn. So imagine all them people who are damn waiting on election day to vote. That's why I said vote early, man. This is why I said vote early. So yeah, Trump is poised to win, but man, when shit like this, because like I said, it hit North Carolina, it hit Georgia. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something. But we still might have the chance. But again, if they plan on cheating, they will take advantage of the situation, you guys. And so let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So here's the map, right? Let me shrink it down just a little bit. Shrink it down to 150. So here we go. So we're talking about a hit like that. This is very serious, you guys, because that storm hit Georgia, right? It hit Georgia. It hit Tennessee. And it hit South Carolina. That put them Kamala Harris at 290. And it hit South Carolina. Well, Tennessee won't go for her, so we could put that back. South Carolina won't go for her either. However, North Carolina, they're trying to get North Carolina. I don't know how bad that storm hit, but look at that. Look at that shit. So Trump would definitely have to win Pennsylvania. Hold on. Trump would have to win Pennsylvania in order to derail if there's any shenanigans down in Georgia and South Carolina due to the damn hurricane. So not only do we have to take Pennsylvania, we have to take damn Wisconsin too. Look at that, boom. So that's what we're looking at. So we have to take Wisconsin, we have to take Pennsylvania because Georgia might be some funny business. South Carolina might be some funny business because of the storm. Let's not hope that's not the case. Again, I told my people vote early, but again, so some of y'all Trump supporters are stubborn. But let's not hope that's the case. But Trump can still win the election. But again, I don't want Georgia being toyed with. But I'm just saying, man, that storm came, and it's kind of weird how that went down. And it's going to take more than a month for people to get acclimated and back in their houses. You know, get electricity, get a place to stay. They're not going to have time to vote. See how that works? That's why we got to vote early, people. That's why we got to vote early. So, with that being said, man, let me give a shout out to anybody, man. Surprise, Black, Andrew, Redeemer, Jen Shinkin. And by the way, okay, let me see. Let's see. Yes, and yep. And if I mispronounce your name, because Andrew's complaining that I mispronounce Frenchie's name, just illiterate when it comes to damn names that I'm not used to pronouncing. So, it's just okay. Hey, Callie, did you get, hold on. Callie, what's going on, Callie? Okay, Callie, I just send you a message real quick. What's going on? What's going on, Callie? Let's see. Vote has little to do with storm. Lithium deposits. Oh, okay. Callie, did you get your shirt, Callie? Okay, y'all. So shout out to Callie, man. I hope Callie got her. I bought many people the name camp. Okay, y'all. Let me get going. Let me stop sharing this screen. All right, y'all. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Oh, okay, you got it. Okay, cool, Callie. Glad you got it. Lynn Legend chilling out. Okay. Peace, y'all. I'm out.